Hello everyone, my name is Ronan X, and today I'm going to be posting yet another Ken guide, but this is mostly going to be, I'm going to call this like an info dump. It's pretty much an update to our pressure guide that we already have, but a lot has changed with this recent patch, from as far as new block strings, new shield breaks, the Tatsu changes and what that means for Tatsu loops, how to optimally cover out of shield options, and things of that nature. So with that out the way, let's go ahead and get right into it. So starting things off, this what I'm about to talk about isn't necessarily new, but it's something that I think that more Shoto players need to understand whenever it comes to landing on your opponent's shield and pressuring. The thing is like, you don't really want to have a flow chart whenever it comes to just throwing yourself onto your opponent with like things like Nair and mashing down tilt. The reality of it is there is counterplay to this. If you jump onto your opponent's shield and start mashing down tilt, they can jump, they can roll away a lot of times, or they can just simply reversal you with fast out of shield options if they, if they have something like a frame 1 up B like Lucina. But we'll talk about up Bs. Right now, like the main thing I want to teach you how to cover is how to cover your opponent jumping out of shield and how to cover multiple roll options. Down tilt does a good job of catching roll in because it has a big enough hitbox to catch that, whereas if you're mashing up tilt, if they roll in, a lot of times like you have to react to them rolling in with like something like down smash. And so whenever you're dealing with a character or with an opponent that whenever you land on their shield a lot, they love to go for roll in a lot, that's when you want to go for down tilt when auto turn will come in. If you up tilt in that situation, it'll whiff, right? Now if they roll away, you'll be able to catch them because, simply if you're sitting there mashing down tilt on shield and you see someone roll away, if you're anticipating that, you can just dash forward because naturally you're covering roll in, which is good, okay? But that leaves two openings to where they can jump or where they can roll away. Now when you're up tilting on block, they cannot jump out of shield. It's just a big thing because a lot of characters' main reversal options out of shield is jump aerial out of shield. Let's say characters like Palutena jumping nairing out of shield, or Fox players jumping out of shield because they don't really have a good up B out of shield, right? So that's how you end up covering those two options. Up tilt for whenever your opponent mainly wants to jump out of shield as a reversal because they have good jump out of shield options. And it also covers roll away a lot of times because you can just simply dash forward as soon as you see them buffer roll away. Because a lot of times what your opponent is doing is they're mashing a reversal the moment you touch their shield because they're scared, okay? And that ends up turning into a big, win objective for us because it makes it easy for us to condition them because we know anytime we touch their shield, they're going to respond in this way based off of what their character options are. So for example, if you land a Nair on your opponent's shield and it's a Palutena and you go straight into down tilt, they can actually jump and Nair a lot of times out of the situation and hit you. Or you'll model shift under it because down tilt's stupid, So in that case, you'd want to land an up tilt and just keep on going for up tilt until either 1, they mash Nair, or 2, after you hit check up tilt, you can go into hard up tilt and just shield break them. If you're standing at about F tilt distance, if they mash their out of shield option, like let's say like Lucina up B or Roy up B or something like that, they're normally out of the range for them to be able to hit you with it. So if they mash it as soon as you connect to their shield, they'll whiff right in front of your face. Another way you can exploit this is if they buffer it while they're still in shield stun from like true block strings like down smash, heavy roundhouse, down smash, heavy roundhouse, or hard up tilt, heavy roundhouse. If they buffer in between, then it'll end up coming out and they'll end up whiffing as soon as it connects to their shield. So whenever you're doing block strings or true block strings that have a high amount of hits done, this can happen very often. Another thing you can do is just set up like frame traps on block for mid distance as well. Like so. So F tilt's -8 on block, down smash comes out frame 5. So if your opponent drops shield or something or anything like that, he'll end up getting hit by this setup for dropping shield. If he jumps, if he does it fast enough, he can sometimes get out of the situation. So if you know your opponent has the habit of jumping a lot, you can always space F tilt into roundhouse, and it spaces them far enough away to where you can space out like things like slow Hadouken, buffer walk forward, down smash, and special cancel again. Like you can go into special cancel into crescent kick, like so, and just kind of keep on harassing them. Because once you go into this and the crescent kick's -7, and if you push them far enough away, like if they try to buffer an out of shield option, crescent kick's pretty safe. People don't realize like how big the crescent kick hitbox is, because even from like if I'm like spaced right here, I can still connect to his shield and my foot's not even touching his shield because the hitbox is very disjointed in the front. So you can do things like hard down tilt crescent and keep on pressuring them at mid distance. And the thing is, what's good about this setup is whenever you start learning how to harass them with these buttons, if you just stand your ground and just keep on throwing out these safe options, a lot of times they throw out any reversal, up B out of shield, jump, or roll in, they're going to get caught. So you can just stand your ground and keep on like, you know, pushing these safe ass buttons for mid distance, and if they mash their reversal, you get your free punish. One thing you can do if you just want to set up mid-range pressure, you can just go straight into hard down tilt heavy crescent, because the Inazuma on crescent kick has enough shield pushback that it puts him right at F tilt distance. Hard down tilt heavy crescent right there will put him right at F tilt distance. Now, if he holds shield, like as you can see, he's out of range. He's in down smash range. So if I want to set up into F tilt, I have to buffer walk forward to get the F tilt going, or I can just go into down smash and cancel again. After you connect the roundhouse is -13, which up close, obviously it ain't that great, but because of the shield pushback it has, and when it's max space, it's pretty good. Like, dropping shield takes 11 frames, so if your opponent has something fast out of shield, you know, like, even if that move better be massive if they're going to punish roundhouse. So the thing is once you do roundhouse here, if you see your opponent mash anything, they're at forward smash distance. You can walk forward and keep on harassing with mid-distance buttons, or if they're a kill percent and they jump, you can just go for Shoryuken. It's all about reading what your opponent wants to do when they're being pressured. And the majority of the time, the options are either jump, roll, throw out a fast reversal, or roll away. So now with that out the way, let's go ahead and talk about the changes to Tatsumaki. So just to let everybody breathe, yes, Tatsu loops still work. So, just to give a quick recap on Tatsu loops, whenever you combo your opponent past 30%, they're immediately in a frame trap, to where if they mash a frame 2 option like you saw with Ryu's jab and you buffer your down tilt fast enough, you will be able to have hit advantage, frame advantage, to where you could keep on pushing. However, they do have the option of shielding. Now if they shield, then you have to hit check into a block string. The main thing I want to talk about when it comes to Tatsu is Whenever your opponent has rage or you have a bit too much rage, a lot of times when you go for heavy Tatsu, your opponent will pop out from behind you. So because of that, around like mid-ish percents, like Tatsu loops can be a little inconsistent at times. So instead of going straight into heavy, you have to either make sure you're right on top of your opponent, or you have to make sure that if you start from like say you want to use like Tatsu as a burst option, you have to make sure the first hit connects and the last hit connects. So the last hit doesn't connect, then you will end up, not having frame advantage, and your opponent will end up getting the reversal. And that'll be the end of this guide. Got more Ken content on the way very soon. Same thing with Ryu and Terry. Next video I'll probably will be doing is going to be focused on Terry, and then I'll probably do another one on Ryu very soon. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to hit that bell icon and hit subscribe if you guys want to see more Shoto and Terry content. If you guys have not followed me yet on Twitter, consider doing so at RonanX1819. Same handle on Twitch as well. I stream Monday through Friday. So if you guys are interested in checking me out there, make sure to hit me up and follow me there as well. I'm RonanX, and I'll see you next time. Peace.